Hi guys, I'm Erotic and this is my third tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own sub bass for bass music. To do that, I always use Serum because it's so easy to use. But first of all, if you didn't already, subscribe to my channel clicking the button below and don't miss my previous and future tutorials. Let's start. Here is Serum. Let's wear headphones. Okay, cool. So let's choose a sine wave, obviously, in the sub oscillator. Okay, cool. After analyzing so many tracks, I've realized that in the big majority of them, the peak of the root note is exactly -6 dBs. Considering that they are finalized mastered tracks, we are gonna do the same, but at -12 dBs. We always have time to change the sub volume using our personal taste during the productive process later, but now I prefer to use a fixed point because we are going to add even more harmonics to what we already have, and it's very important to well balance them with the root note. So this is my root note, and I'm going to add another sine wave plus one semitone, and also another one, this time plus one plus 7 semitones. Okay, now we have a kind of chord made by sine waves. But as I said before, we need first of all to balance the added harmonics. Let's do that. I prefer to use macros, so I always have the chance to change the volume of every single harmonic. Okay. Perfect. Let's also make the attacks lower to remove the initial clicks. Perfect. And also a slower release. Perfect. I'm going to call this one harmonic and this 2 harmonic. Perfect. Even the phase is very important. If you move that, you are basically changing where the oscillator starts playing the wavetable. Look, every time I turn the phase knob, the shape of the whole sound changes. Sorry for these glitches. Okay. I found my hotspot here. At the first listening, it seems it just affects its loudness, but if we look at the scope visualizer, we can clearly see that this changed the shape of the whole sub bass. So we have to find the right spot where to stop, something between a loud result and a round shape. But why I decided to add some harmonics? I made this EQ3 preset that emulates my MacBook speakers just to understand how my sub bass sounds in a limited environment. So this is basically just the root note of my sub bass, and with the root note only, the sub bass is completely gone. But with these added harmonics, You can definitely feel it now, even if we don't have any low frequencies playing. Let's hear it with a drum loop. So basically, if you want your sub bass more present and more dominant in the whole track, you just have to push up the +1, +7 semitone harmonic. Obviously, the higher is this harmonic, the lower seems to be the root note of the sub bass. So it's very important to balance them very well. I like to have the +1, +7 semitones louder than the +1 for two reasons. It sounds fuller, I think, because it's playing a different note, so they are kinda completing each other. The other reason is that the +1 stay in the kick area, so I prefer to keep it lower to make the kick cut more through the mix. Okay. Let's also control the release using a macro. And also let's mono the sound and legato as well. Perfect. So our clear bass for bass music is done. But what if we wanna get an 808 from it? Knowing that a kick is basically a pitched sine wave, we just have to play with the pitch envelope now. So let's use the envelope tree. I prefer to, the best way to do that is to do it from the matrix here. So envelope tree. And if I use the master tune, it's gonna work on all the oscillators, including the sub oscillator and noise as well. So okay, unfortunately we just have 4 macros, so I think I'm gonna remove this macro here for the release. Because I prefer to use it like a 808 activator. And to do that, I use the aux source here. So macro 3. So when I turn this knob, basically my sub bass becomes an 808. And I can perfect it even more, like using another envelope here, just to make it even more pointy. like this, just to make the clicky stuff at the beginning. Also, some saturation could help to make the sub bass more present in a limited environment like the laptop speakers. And to do that, I'm gonna use the distortion module here on Serum. Yeah. And I can use also another macro here and map it to the drive and to the mix as well. So let's hear our 808 with a drum loop. Let's also add some noise to the sound, just to make it even more present in the laptop speakers. Yeah, but... and we can also map the saturation knob here. But no, here. Yeah. Well, we can now do some resampling and save the 808 as a WAV file. And voila! Keep in mind that to get its maximum power, only the sub bass needs to play between C0 and C1. I mean, nothing else have to play there while the sub bass is playing. This is one of the keys to get a louder track at the end. That's all, guys. I hope this has been useful for all of you. And if you like my content, just share this video and support me on my social media. Instagram eroticcafe_official, Twitter eroticcafe_music, Facebook eroticcafe_music, and don't forget to follow me on Spotify too, because new music is coming. Bye bye!